talk? I feel we need to talk. Let's talk J pouches.
So I made a video about a year ago, probably about the same time as right now, last year, and I started this channel because I really wanted to, get the conversation going and have a resource for people with J pouches. And then I realized that people with J pouches and trying to do YouTube were always chronically sick, that we don't really have time to film things because we're always sick, or we're just not always sick, but we're always battling our health or trying to stay healthy and figure out this and that there wasn't really a lot of time for videos. So I'm sorry that I didn't have time, but now I'm really this year going to try and start making some videos. I just had some more medical issues recently. I had 3 setons put in the beginning of December, and I'm not going to go into what setons are. There's a lot of videos about that, or I might insert a picture here. They're basically rubber bands that drain infection. If you want to learn more about them, I bet you there's some other videos on YouTube, and I might go more in depth later, but this one is more about hair loss. So when I first got my J pouch in 7 years ago, I had extreme hair loss. I remember just combing my hair and just shreds would fall out because when your body is sick and trying to survive, your nails and your hair are the first to go. It just goes in survival mode and just tries to keep your internal organs going. So I remember losing a lot of hair, and I just tried to figure out what should I do. And from there, my hair got super thin. Like it was really sad. I've always had naturally thick hair, and to go from super thick hair to literally teeny tiny braids, and for a woman, it's pretty, and for a male, it's definitely it's very hard to go through. So I was reading a lot of different things about it, and when I did have my hair loss the first time, I did a couple regimens that I noticed it worked immediately, and by that, I believe within a year, I had the thickness of my hair back, and it was crazy. And so I'm going to share some of those things with you shortly. Fast forward to now, I had my setons put in, and they actually fell out, and I had to have them put in again. And so I've just kind of battled medical issue after medical issue that I noticed my hair has really been falling out. I'll insert a picture here at the beginning of December, or somewhere here. I would brush my hair and literally wads would come out to where you're bawling because it's not fun to go through. So I remembered some things that I did 7 years ago, and I put them back into my routine, and I really did notice a difference. And I'll insert another picture here. This was just a couple days ago. Of my hair loss has improved significantly. So there are some things that I want to share with you guys, because I do know that people with ulcerative colitis, people with Crohn's disease, people with J pouches do experience, even ostomy bags, do experience quite a bit of hair loss. And sometimes you don't know what to do. So these are some tricks that I found for myself that I would like to share with you guys. So I'm actually going to work from the inside out of techniques that I use, because I feel like it's most important technically what you put in your body versus the things that you're doing to like your hair and nails. So the first thing, I know it sounds super cliche, but the first thing is water. Water, when I notice that my hair is falling out, or if I go to brush it and it's just constant, or you go to touch your hair and you just constantly have sheds of hair, I started putting water into my diet then. I just make sure that if I'm only drinking coffee a couple days, I make sure that I grab at least a cup a day of water. Get your cup, and I at least try 1 to 2 to 3 times a day. I know there's a certain amount of water you're supposed to drink per day, but I try to reach that goal, or I just do my best to constantly be drinking water. I don't really know what it does, but it's so good for you, and it really does help replenish your hair. So, cheers. Ooh, that's good. The next thing that I also found to work super, super well, and I would actually say if you want to take all the tips from this video, the number one thing to leave with is to take vitamin E. I know that there's like certain hair vitamins or different kind of like hair and nail supplements, but a lot of them are just packed with vitamin E. And so I've gotten this at Costco, and you get, let's see, 500 soft gels. And I just get these vitamin E, and these ones are 400 I use. And I've just noticed a huge difference. I take one a day. If you want to take, if you're losing a lot of hair and you want to take one in the morning, one at night, wouldn't hurt. I would consult with your doctor. Oh yeah. I guess a disclaimer here, I'm no way a doctor. I'm no way stating that what I know is from a doctor professional level. So take everything with that you hopefully will consult your doctor with this information. But I found these to be awesome. I'll take these for about, well, it took me a month. I took these at the beginning of December every single day, and my hair went from getting a huge glob to literally, you know, it's still falling out, but it's drastically changed. And even my nails. I have noticed at the beginning of December, my nails were so brittle, they were breaking. It was bad. Like, I was just like, wow, they're just so soft, and they're not, you know, they're constantly like falling, or, you know, they're just so brittle. And now my nails are definitely hard. So this, I don't know what it is. And this is exactly what I tried 7 years ago and found a drastic, huge change with my hair. So of all things, I think all of this stuff helps and definitely plays a role. But I really think if you're going to take one thing, vitamin E is definitely something to put into your routine in order to gain some more hair. All right, now that we've touched base with the internal things, those are the only two internal things that I change in my routine when I notice a lot of hair loss. And then the other thing is what I actually do with my hair. So when I do notice hair loss, I try not to brush it that often. And when I do brush it, sorry, excuse me, I use these certain brushes. They're called, let's see, I have the Wet. I strongly recommend this brush, and also the Tangle teaser. This one, these two brushes are kind of the same concept, and they're just very gentle on your hair. When I get out of the shower, I'll brush with these, and I just have noticed a difference from using these brushes versus the other ones. They get the tangles right out. It doesn't hurt. I don't know what it is, but I would say if you're going to brush your hair, don't use a hairbrush that's, you know, going to be really rough on your hair. You really want to be very gentle with your hair because it's already falling out, and you don't want to continue making it fall out. So I would definitely use a wet brush. Of these two, I would recommend the wet brush. And then also, when I am losing hair, I don't do much with my hair. I really give it a nice break. If I've curled my hair a lot, you know, or if I'm using lots of product, or if I have my hair in a bun or like tight back, I try not to fool around with my hair that much, just to kind of give it a break. It's, like I said, it's already falling out, it's already under a lot of stress, it's already under a lot of trauma, that your hair is just kind of in survival mode. So I try to eliminate, you know, doing a lot of hairstyles that you have to constantly be touching your hair. Or if I'm gonna put in a ponytail, I try and do a loose ponytail, or something that's not so constricted to my head, or loose enough that, you know, your hair isn't going through like a lot of stress. I do just wear a regular ponytail. I have noticed that these do take my hair out, but I haven't seen anything on the market. I know there's quite a things advertised for like not taking out your hair as much, but I haven't looked into them, and I think they're pretty expensive, so I've just used this. I also do a lot of braids. When I have extreme hair loss, I tend to just braid my hair and keep it, you know, 2 braids, 1 braid, 1 on the side or whatnot. That way your hair just kind of gets a break, and that's kind of what I do. The next thing that I would say is super important is your shampoo and conditioner. 7 years ago, I used the Pureology, which I actually am going to get back into my system, but I didn't have any right now. And what I have been using though is I just had to get another one, the Tea Tree brand. I want to try this one because it's thickening, but I have used the other Lavender one. That's what I was just using, and it definitely helps. I think it sucks that this stuff is so expensive, so if you know somebody who can help you get a deal, or if anybody who is watching this and is a hair person and wants to donate to people who have J pouches, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, or know people, give them a break. Help them out, because this stuff and Pureology, honestly, I'll insert a picture here of the Pureology that I use. You really need to take care of your hair. And if it's not in your budget, because I know it's not for everyone, this stuff is expensive. And I know why, because it actually really does work, but at the same time, sometimes we can't afford it. We have so many medical bills, there's just, you can't. So if you aren't able to do Pureology or the Tea Tree brand, I would suggest doing Dove or the, and I'll put the picture here of the Dove that I use, or another picture of the Head and Shoulders, because I believe sometimes those ones, you know, it just kind of helps repair. It's very soft on the hair. It has a lot of nutrients in them. And you can disagree with me, but that's just what I've noticed to help my hair. When I wasn't able to afford the more expensive stuff, I've used that, and it has worked for me. All right, so that's all I have for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to, you know, add some more tips and tricks of what I do living with a J pouch. There's a lot of different, you know, struggles and battles and things that we constantly have to go through, or just what to make it easier. So I'm gonna start creating some more videos of different things that I've learned along the years in order to live with a J pouch. Like I said, I want to talk. So let's talk. All right, so that's all I have for you guys. These are the tips and tricks that I use for hair loss. I would associate my hair loss with my setons right now, so this is just what I'm adding back into my routine. I hope you enjoy. Please like this video if you do. Put in the comments below the next videos that you would like to see. I would like to do a video on my nighttime routine, kind of some of the things that I do in order to not get up as many times during the night, and the different product I use in order to fall asleep fast. So that will hopefully be my next one, and if not, we'll see a different one. All right, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.